For Vietnam veterans who returned home from war only to face hatred and resentment from fellow citizens, it has taken decades for some to embrace the support offered by various veteran service organizations.
I mean, we got treated very poorly when we came home. Um, the last thing you would do is wear your uniform. I was spit on, called baby killer.
In the intervening years, many Vietnam veterans such as David Curtis kept quiet about their service, choosing silence over revisiting what was for most a painful chapter of their lives. But veteran service organizations such as the American Legion offer a place for veterans with shared experiences to support one another, even if that means not talking about those experiences with people who may struggle with similar memories.
I don't think any member here would force you to discuss it or anything like that. I mean, nobody really talks about that a lot. You might have little casual things, this happened or that happened, or we had this good time there or whatever. You have something in common, but you don't have to talk about it.
Jim Quinn, who served in Vietnam as a combat engineer machine gunner, says he too appreciates the camaraderie organizations such as the American Legion provide.
Yeah, no, there's no difference. I feel everybody here, the Vietnam era veterans, the guys who were not in country, but during that period, they dealt with the same. They didn't deal with the combat situations, but they dealt with the coming home or wearing your uniform or the lack of pride that you could have. So I feel they're brothers. I walk in that door and I always feel welcomed. Like Norm in Cheers.
For veterans such as Robert Dozier of Brunswick, who did not join any of the organizations until 30 years after coming home, the focus is on helping other veterans. In addition to the American Legion and Veterans of Foreign Wars, Dozier is also a member of Vietnam Veterans of America, the motto of which is, "Never again will one generation of veterans abandon another."
We try and get out to the needy veterans. There's a lot of them out there. If they want help, we're there to give them advice or guidance or leadership or get them to the right place. And that's hard to do sometimes because you can't find these people. They don't want to be found. A lot of Vietnam vets are homeless, and that's the way they want to be. You couldn't give them a home. That's just the way they are. They made up their mind, whether it's a resentment, chemical influences.
In addition to helping other veterans find the services they need, members of these organizations have also tasked themselves with teaching younger generations about the conflict. David Winpigler, a former commander of the American Legion Post 11, does not want the war's history to fade as time passes.
We would like for the kids nowadays to learn about the Vietnam War or the Korean War or World War II. What the older generation, which would be a lot of grandparents like me, what we did to preserve the freedom of these kids, freedom to do what they want to do. In a way,
The difference in the way veterans are treated today versus when Vietnam veterans returned home is as profound as it is welcome to veterans like Dozier.
I went to a graduation down at Lackland Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas. I have a relative who graduated basic training, and he'd been in the military for 8 weeks, and they were already thanking him for his service. That's good.